And Mischief Night, or Mizzy Night, around these parts, is a pre-Halloween tradition involving pranks, playful vandalism, if there is such a thing, with its roots tracing back to the 18th century in England. And then it evolved a little bit differently as it went to the US and then evolved within the UK. So Mischief Night, as I said before, dates back to 1790, so only just the 18th century, when a schoolmaster in England encouraged students to perform a play that celebrated pranks and tricks. So it was originally observed on April 30th, the day before May Day, but that shifted towards October 30th as the years went on to align with Halloween. It was just meant to be a time for harmless fun, from knocking on doors, switching garden gates, hanging them from lampposts, which I think is my favourite one. What a bizarre prank. This then moved to things like throwing toilet rolls over houses, egging the houses, and often seen as the trick side of trick or treat. Now, unfortunately, this playful outlet in the UK in the 70s to the 90s in America, in Detroit specifically, it had a bit of a darker turn. So it became known as Devil Nights. And that was then, the cities were marred by a lot of arson and real destructive vandalism. The cultural impact of that was that it was made famous, these Devil's Nights, in 1994. The film The Crow came out, which I will talk about in another movie because it's a beautiful tale of loss, but also involves a very, very real dead guy. So that change, that Devil's Night versus Mischief Night, has been a sort of cross Atlantic divide. But Detroit and other cities have also chosen to use this night as Angels Night, where they try and perform acts of goodness in the community. So, depending on where you go, this night can have different names. So, it's the night before Halloween, it's All Hallows Eve, and it's sometimes called Gate Night, Mat Night, Moving Night, Goosey Night, and Cabbage Night. Cabbage Night because they threw cabbages. I don't want to know what they did to the geese. Right now, in the modern world, it's a light-hearted tradition, though some of the communities around the world still do grapple with it being a much more destructive legacy. I know that growing up, you didn't go out on Mizzy Night, not unless you wanted a banger thrown at you, and this time I don't mean the sausages. So it's the thinning of the veil. This is day 1 of 4, so this is one of part 4 of my little talks about this time of year. So tune in, subscribe, yada yada. And there's nobody in to say bless you. Disgraceful.